only on 12 tonight.
And then I felt my head, and I could feel something wet. I said, that's blood.
A Montgomery man minding his own business shot in the head and lives to tell about it. Plus, dozens of homes vandalized in a Montgomery neighborhood. And encouraging news leads only to disappointment in the search for 3 missing climbers. WSFA 12 News starts right now.
Coverage, community, commitment. This is WSFA 12 News.
How did this happen? Why? And I couldn't imagine.
A Montgomery man survives a random attack, shot in the head by a stray bullet. Good evening. Welcome to WSFA 12 News. I'm Mark Bullock. That story of a man who narrowly escaped death coming up. But first, Montgomery homeowners awake to an unpleasant surprise. Vandals hit dozens of homes in the Forest Hill subdivision, apparently playing a game of mailbox baseball. Stacy Newman shows us the damage and talks to homeowners in our top story.
For Billy Rogers, it was out with the old and in with the new. Not a task he wanted Sunday. Not a task many of his neighbors wanted at all.
They're pretty ticked off. I mean, they're all down the street, and then a couple of other streets on down, they got them too.
It looks like they took a baseball bat to many of Forest Hill's mailboxes. As we drove through the streets, we counted at least 3 dozen. Dented, cracked, knocked completely off. Neighbors like Cindy Oliver gathering together to ask one thing.
Who would do that?
And not letting these vandals feel victory cost these folks a pretty penny.
I just wanted to get it replaced because it looked bad.
They're not cheap and they're no fun either, having to put them together and put them up.
Neighbors say they'll pull together and keep an eye out for future trouble. They say Montgomery police have promised to increase patrols in hopes of catching the criminals who mauled their mailboxes, but missed something else.
No, not a Christmas spirit.
Stacy Newman, WSFA 12 News, Montgomery.
So far, Montgomery police have not arrested anyone for the mailbox bashing, but they are investigating. Forest Hills residents say this has been happening now for the last 3 days. WSFA 12 News is on top of breaking news tonight on Montgomery's west side. Police say a man was beaten to death tonight on Halstead Street off Air Base Boulevard. They say 42-year-old Michael Woodson got into a fight with 2 other men who apparently were upset over something he said to his girlfriend earlier in the day. Woodson died of his injuries at Jackson Hospital. These are the 2 men police are looking for, 25-year-old Anthony Corbett and 19-year-old Aubrey Grace. If you know where they are, you should contact police. This man is under arrest for a shooting last night in Montgomery. Police say 24-year-old Karan Jamal Little is charged with assault. Little is accused of opening fire here on Skyline Drive. That's near Lower Wetumpka Road. The bullets injured Luke Love. Love was hospitalized and underwent surgery for gunshot wounds to both legs. Montgomery fire officials have an investigation of their own that after this motorhome caught fire blocking traffic on I-65 today. It happened just south of the Hayneville exit late this afternoon. Traffic was blocked for more than an hour. State troopers are assisting in the investigation. They say so far they're not sure what caused the fire. No one was hurt. Only on 12, a Montgomery man escaped death by a matter of millimeters. What began as a quiet afternoon turned into a frightening experience for Samuel Jackson, and he still has the bullet in his head to prove it. Who fired the gun and how all of this began is still a mystery. Jackson says he went into his greenhouse on South Hart Drive yesterday, picked up a bucket to water the plants, and had just about finished when something came through the greenhouse door.
And all of a sudden, something hit me. It felt like someone just took a board and hit me across the head. Of course, I dropped the bucket immediately, and then I felt my head, and I could feel something wet. I said, that's blood.
Jackson says he is amazed that he wasn't seriously injured, and he says he's upset someone would be so careless with a weapon. He says he'll have several more doctor's visits before that bullet can be removed. First came what appeared to be good news, then the bad in Oregon tonight. Rescue crews searching for 3 missing mountain climbers spotted a snow cave and supplies today, but that cave was empty. And later came news no one wanted to hear. Leanne Gregg is following the developing story from Mount Hood.
The day that started with so much promise in the search for the 3 missing climbers ended with a heart-wrenching discovery.
Our climbers did get inside the snow cave and have confirmed that there is 1 fatality.
The body was found in the second snow cave discovered during Sunday's search. A snow cave found earlier was empty except for some climbing gear. But disheartened rescuers say they'll keep looking for survivors.
The searchers are putting their heart and soul into this. We still keep that common focus that we all have. There is a common focus. We continue to search.
The men have been missing for a week, but earlier rescue attempts have been hampered by treacherous blizzard conditions. Authorities said they won't identify the body they found until it's moved off the mountain. With hope shattered that all 3 men would make it out alive, family and friends now pray for the 2 who remain on the mountain. Skies are expected to be clear again Monday as the search resumes. I'm Leanne Gregg for WSFA 12 News, Hood River, Oregon.
And as of late tonight, searchers have come off the Oregon Peak and are assessing what they learned today. They'll resume their search, as you heard, tomorrow. Is more fog in store for your Monday morning commute? Doppler 12 Storm Vision meteorologist Dan Atkinson is here with our overnight forecast, and visibility has been low in the past few nights.
That's right, Mark, although last night and again tonight it's going to be not so widespread, more patchy dense fog, and one small part of the state, the southwestern corner, is under a dense fog advisory, the Mobile area. Otherwise, we're looking for generally areas, low-lying areas near bodies of water along rivers and near creeks and streams and lakes. So be prepared if you are in those areas driving tomorrow morning. You could run into a patch suddenly and have the visibility drop. Otherwise, skies are clear across the state. High pressure, the dominant weather feature. Temperatures are in the 40s and 50s. 51 degrees right now at Danley Field. 58 degrees now in Dothan, where they hit 78 degrees for the high today. Our low overnight should be about 46 degrees, partly cloudy with patchy dense fog developing. Tomorrow, the morning fog burns off and mostly sunny. High temperature 76 degrees. Cooler weather's on the way, though. We'll check that out in the 7-day forecast, Mark.
All right, thank you, Dan. Montgomery Mayor Bobby Bright standing firm about a recent decision to fire a group of city employees caught loafing on the job. The mayor says he was watching video from the city's traffic cameras when he noticed the group not working. Bright says he called the city employees supervisors and recommended termination. And he says it's not the first time he's watched employees via camera.
But I've had this happen several times, not just once or twice. The word is, if you're doing projects in the city, much less downtown, the mayor could be possibly observing your work ethic. And I'm going to, if I don't see them earning their taxpayers' dollars, then I'm going to take appropriate action, and I will fire if I have to, or I recommend that they be fired if I have to.
Now, several city employees have been reprimanded based on the mayor's recommendation. Only a handful have actually been fired. Around Alabama, a 12-year-old boy is accused of a fatal stabbing. Police in Falkville say when they arrived at the house, the boy was holding a bloody butcher knife. They say it appears he was defending a woman in the home. They found 49-year-old Christopher Abbott dead. So far, no charges have been filed. Good economic news in Selma tonight. American Apparel has won a new $80 million contract from the U.S. military. The plant will manufacture the Air Force's new Airman's Battle Uniform. Airmen should expect to see that new uniform in early 2007. And the Alabama Bureau of Tourism and Travel has a new website announcing 2007 as the Year of the Arts in Alabama. The campaign is designed to be a year-long celebration, encouraging visitors and Alabamians to spend time experiencing art in the state. You can read more at 800alabama.com. We're looking to the week ahead tonight. Find out what stories are expected to make news in the coming days. Plus, UAB has a new head football coach with ties to Alabama and Auburn. You'll meet him coming up in sports. The Episcopal Church suffers another setback. 2 churches in Virginia want to break away from the denomination. And Hanukkah is celebrated in our nation's capital. WSFA 12 News continues after this.
The most trusted names in local weather prediction, now using the most advanced storm tracking technology on Earth. Doppler 12 Storm Vision, only on WSFA 12 News. Coverage, community commitment. If it's happening in your county or in your hometown.
Now to news from Auburn.
Live in Andalusia, live now from the Covington County Courthouse.
WSFA 12 News has you covered. WSFA 12 News. Coverage, community commitment.
Wishes do come true at the Chevy Red Tag event, where factory-to-dealer incentives mean the best prices of the season. And now, the 2007 Chevy Cobalt comes with the best coverage in America, including the GM 100,000-mile warranty, something no one else has. See some red, save some green. See your local Chevy dealers.
Discounts up to 40% on auto insurance. See Bill White in Opelika.
A local hero coming home from Iraq, an out-of-state company is accused of scamming Alabama consumers, and we're awaiting punishment for 2 high schools involved in a football brawl. Just some of the stories expected to make news in the week ahead. On Monday, we could find out what kind of punishment Gordo and Pike County high schools will face after this brawl on the football field 2 weeks ago. It's possible one or both of the schools will face fines and/or suspensions. Then on Tuesday, the Alabama Public Service Commission holds a special meeting to consider an investigation of Buzz Telecom. The Indiana-based long-distance provider is accused of slamming and cramming. In other words, changing a customer's long-distance service without permission and charging fees not agreed upon. And on Thursday, a Greenville Boys and Girls Club supervisor who also serves in the military is coming home from Iraq. A homecoming celebration is planned at the club, which is housed in the old YMCA building in Greenville. Remember, for more on these stories and others throughout the week, you can count on WSFA 12 News and WSFA.com. And for a look at the weather in the week ahead, stay tuned for meteorologist Dan Atkinson's Doppler 12 Storm Vision forecast. That's next.
Too many things let us down. It's comforting to know there's at least one you can count on. No matter what. Natural gas. Take comfort in it. To learn more, visit takecomfortinit.com.
This is where they build them, right here in Montgomery, and this is where you buy them. Capital Hyundai, your hometown factory outlet. During our year-end blowout, you can drive a new 06 Elantra for as little as $12,999. The new 07 Sonata, built right here, starts at $15,997. For the 07 Santa Fe, starts at $21,999. Capital Hyundai has financing as low as 1.9% available, and every new Hyundai comes with America's best warranty. This is where they build them, and Capital Hyundai is where to buy them.
Need to sell your home? Call me and start packing. Stephen Tucker at Aronov Realty.
Our first anniversary celebration continues at Lifestyles for Less. For a few more days, you can buy any one anniversary sale-priced item and get another of equal or lesser value for half price. Get a queen pillow top mattress set for $4.99, and a solid wood bed is half off at $1.99. Get one accent pillow for $14.99 and match it for $7. An accent chair is on sale for $2.99 and match it for $1.49. Join the celebration and save big at Lifestyles for Less on the Northeast Bypass next to Gardner Carpets.
Live from WSFA 12 News, this is your Doppler 12 Storm Vision forecast from meteorologist Dan Atkinson.
Are you ready for it to feel a bit more like December? Well, some cooler weather is coming. There's a frontal system making its way toward us even now, but it's coming ever so slowly. Take a look, in fact, at radar satellite composite. You can see some precipitation, some light rain back up in the Ohio Valley and the Great Lakes. And that's resulting from moisture riding up and over the cooler air at the surface. This is not a real cold air mass coming our way, but slightly cooler. And the front is now stretching through Missouri, making its way toward us. And by Wednesday afternoon, we should have temperatures reaching only the lower 60s instead of the mid-70s as we had during the weekend. It's been unseasonably warm, and it'll be continued 70s for the next couple of days, but then some cooler weather by Wednesday. No clouds across the state at this point. Over the last several hours, high pressure has kept us cloud-free, and we will continue generally to be mostly clear to partly cloudy overnight. Some fog forming, but that's specifically over the southwestern counties, the Mobile area, and then getting into southeastern portions of Mississippi. So if you have some travel early in the day heading maybe to the southwest, be prepared. You could eventually run into some widespread dense fog. Across our area, we're looking for patchy dense fog closer to bodies of water, rivers and lakes and streams and so forth. Right now our temperature is 51. Had a low this morning of 37. Our high today 75 degrees. That's 15 degrees above average for this time of year. The dew point 45. Relative humidity translates to 79%. No wind for now, and we look for little or no wind overnight. Pressure rising at 30.25. These are the temperatures across our viewing area. It's as cool as 45 now in Alex City, 58 degrees at Dothan, 46 in Evergreen, Troy 48, and 55 in Ozark. Future View shows us the next 48 hours of Alabama's weather. Computer simulation starting from this evening, running up through Tuesday evening. And notice this cloud band coming our way slowly. Now and then you can see some areas of green. That's indicating the potential for some light rain as this front comes in, but it should be drying out once it gets into Alabama, simply giving us cooler air but not producing any precipitation. There is a frontal system coming on later in the week, along about Thursday night and Friday, that'll probably give us some showers. Good news there. Our rainfall deficit tops 10 inches since the first of the year. And the surface map for Monday morning should find high pressure still our dominant weather feature over the Carolinas, but that front making its way slowly toward us by tomorrow, and by Tuesday morning getting into western portions of Tennessee and then dying out really as it gets into the state. But again, it looks like it will drop our temperatures back by about 10 to 12 degrees. Good news there. Our forecast overnight, clear to partly cloudy, a low down to 46. Don't forget patchy dense fog a possibility, but not nearly so widespread as it has been back on, say, Saturday morning and Friday morning. Mostly sunny on Monday with a high of 76 and a west wind. And the Doppler 12 Storm Vision 7-day forecast shows partly cloudy weather on Tuesday with a low of 49, a high of 74. At cooler air on Wednesday, a high of 63. 63 also the high on Thursday when we get a slight chance of showers, increasing to about a 70% chance Thursday night, and Friday a 60% chance. And this forecast, as you see, takes us up until Sunday, which is not New Year's Eve, but Christmas Eve. And at that point, it looks like the day is going to have a high of 60. So far, no forecast for Christmas Day, but that'll certainly be in the forecast coming up tomorrow.
It's already just a week away. Can you believe it?
Right around the corner.
We all got to get our shopping done.
That's right.
Thanks, Dan. UAB has a new head football coach as of today. We'll introduce you to him in sports. First, more turmoil in the Episcopal Church. The actions of two parishes in Virginia today could land them in court. And families of the victims of 9/11 give their stamps of approval as construction begins on New York's Freedom Tower.
This military greeting is brought to you by First Tuskegee Bank, offering service, solutions, and satisfaction.
It's the Kirkpatrick family. We're here in Massawa Air Base, and we just wanted to say hey to all of our family and friends in Montgomery, Alabama. So Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Hi, this is Alicia. Stationed here at St. Alm Air Base. We just wanted to wish our family and friends back home happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
For a new and refreshing all-you-can-eat lunch or dinner experience, come to Buffet City, the largest New York-style Chinese buffet in Montgomery. Buffet City features fresh seafood, including oysters and snow crab legs, barbecue, sushi, over 200 Chinese, Japanese, and American menu items. Buffet City is a clean, open-air dining restaurant where we pride ourselves on maintaining freshness and quality. And Monday through Saturday lunch buffets are only $5.50. Dine in or take out 7 days a week, conveniently located on Atlanta Highway, next to Burlington Coat Factory. It's Buffet City, Montgomery's largest New York-style buffet. Party rooms available.
It can happen to anyone. Disabled, injured on the job, denied Social Security disability, or workman's compensation. If this has happened to you, here is an important message from attorney Kay Dansby.
Hi, I'm Kay Dansby. If you're injured or disabled, you are entitled to certain benefits. We can help you obtain those benefits that should be yours.
Call S.K. Dansby today at 834-7001 for a complimentary consultation.
At Ben Atkinson Motors in Tallahassee, our gift is to make your Christmas dreams come true. So we are putting all remaining 2006 cars and trucks on sale. We've got a bunch of brand new 06s left, and they've all got to go by December 31st. Right now, you can get discounts up to $10,000 and interest rates as low as 0%. And only at Ben Atkinson can you choose from Ford, Mercury, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Chevrolet. Get your gift at the lowest price anywhere. And from our family to yours, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
WSFA 12 News. Tips to keep our children safe.
Kids, never hang out in parks, malls, or video arcades by yourself. Never accept money or gifts from anyone you don't know. And make sure you have your parents' permission and they know where you are when you're out with friends.
WSFA 12 News. Commitment to children.
Commitment to Children is brought to you by Hardee's 100% Angus Beef Thick Burgers.
This holiday season, leave the perfect hint for your wish list. Dreams come true during the Lincoln Mercury Wish List event, featuring the redesigned 2007 Lincoln Navigator. The SUV that started it all is once again making its presence known. Bring home the original, starting at this great price. Find the ultimate holiday gift during the Lincoln Mercury Wish List event.
Beyond Alabama, construction is underway on New York's new Freedom Tower. Today, families of the victims of 9/11 gathered at Ground Zero to sign the first beams to be used in the tower. Several pictures of lost firefighters were attached to the beams as people wrote their heartfelt sympathies. New York Governor George Pataki wrote, quote, "God bless our heroes and God bless America. We will never forget." Two Episcopal parishes in Virginia today voted to break away from the national church. The congregations make up about 10% of Virginia's Episcopalians. Now they've joined an American Anglican Association overseen by a church in Africa. The split has been brewing since the Episcopal Church approved of openly gay Bishop Gene Robinson 3 years ago.
In many ways, I'm sad that it had to come to this point, but I feel very relieved.
It'll definitely mean a lot of changes in people's lives here, but we want to get on with our mission.
The split sets the stage for a major legal battle since the national church owns the property in question. The Episcopal Bishop of Virginia says while he's saddened by the news, the church will assert its legal rights. And on this third night of Hanukkah, the national menorah was lit in Washington, D.C. The ceremony took place in front of the Ellipse near the White House. Hanukkah lasts for 8 nights and celebrates the ancient victory of the Maccabees over the Syrian-Greek occupation of Jerusalem. Derek Steyer with us now, and Derek, I understand there's some new blood at UAB.
That's right, and the folks around here will recognize the name. We've got that. We'll also have some NFL highlights for you, and the Troy basketball team back at home. Stick around. Sports right after your score.
Imagine your home wrapped in elegance for the holidays and beyond from Johnson Furniture in Eclectic. Famous brands like Clayton Marcus, Bassett, Broyhill, and others let you wrap your living room in the comfort of rich, warm leather. Or let Johnson's adorn your bedroom or dining room in classic, timeless style. Johnson's selection is unparalleled and special orders are welcome. Delivery is free, so wrap up the holidays' best quality, selection, and savings at Johnson Furniture. Eclectic.
It's the middle of winter. Your heater goes out. You call a repair
Put
service.
another blanket on, Mama. Just look for us today or tomorrow.
You should have called Air Now. They have a fleet of trucks that can service your unit the same day, or it's free. Using the latest technology, Air Now can check inside your unit for safety and efficiency. They also offer maintenance agreements that keep units running efficiently. Don't wait. Call Air Now and get service today, or it's free. Why suffer? Call 1-800-FURNACE.
Just look for us.
As the holiday season approaches, the Montgomery Zoo transforms into a beautiful winter wonderland. This one-of-a-kind event is something that you and the whole family can enjoy. So come visit the Montgomery Zoo Christmas Light Festival now through December 31st. Log on to WSFA.com for more information.
Coverage of the events that affect our community. That's our commitment on WSFA 12 News in partnership with Jack Ingram Motors, driving the river region.
At Carl Gregory Ford in Auburn, we've got Christmas time prices on everything. Choose Mustang, Focus, Town Car, Milan, or Fusion, and our prices can't be beat. I'm going to save you the most money on new and used cars at Carl Gregory Ford, Lincoln, and Mercury in Auburn, Alabama.
Helping feed the hungry in South Alabama, the Montgomery Area Food Bank.
The chili cheese stick burger from Hardee's. If you don't want chili fries with it, too bad. You get them anyway. The chili cheese stick burger at Hardee's.
Now, WSFA 12 Sports with Derek Steyer.
UAB sure didn't waste any time hiring a new head football coach, introducing Georgia offensive coordinator Neil Callaway today. It was only a week ago Watson Brown announced his resignation. Callaway played at Alabama under Bear Bryant, graduated in 1977. He's been an assistant coach for 28 years with stints at Auburn and Alabama. This will be his first head coaching job.
Yeah, last couple of years or so, you kind of scratch your head and wonder, well, is it going to happen? And but we're excited about it. It did happen, and I think that you know, with the experience that I have and still have plenty of energy, I think we can get a lot of great things done here at UAB.
I enjoyed the part where he said he's going to create mismatches. That's something that we didn't do last year. We kind of didn't have a lot of mismatches, but he's an offensive mind, so he's going to be able to get the job done.
The conspiracy theorists are saying UAB was told not to hire LSU offensive coordinator Jimbo Fisher. That's because the latest rumor has Alabama hiring Nick Saban, the Miami Dolphins coach, and he's going to hire Fisher as his offensive coordinator. For those Alabama fans rooting for Saban to be the Tide's next head coach, they'll like this news. Miami shut out by Buffalo today, 21-0. Dolphins officially eliminated from the playoffs. Could be an interesting soap opera the next few weeks. The Chicago Bears wrapped up home field advantage throughout the NFC playoffs by knocking off Tampa Bay. Robbie Gould drilled a 25-yard field goal in overtime to lift the Bears past the Bucs, 34-31. The Baltimore Ravens grabbed a playoff berth with a 27-17 win over Cleveland. Kyle Bowler threw for 2 touchdowns after Steve McNair left with a cut on his hand. Former Auburn Tiger Jason Campbell threw for over 200 yards, and the Washington Redskins beat New Orleans 16-10. Former Alabama State star Tavares Jackson made his NFL debut after Minnesota benched Brad Johnson in the 4th quarter. TJ tossed a 35-yard touchdown pass to Mewelde Moore. He also threw an interception, but a good debut. Vikings still lose 26-13 to the New York Jets. The Tennessee Titans forced 4 Jacksonville turnovers. They had 5 sacks and beat the Jags 24-17. It's Tennessee's 7th win in their last 9 games. Finally, the Philadelphia Eagles scored 2 touchdowns in the final 3 minutes. Philly beats New York Giants 36-22 after a Reggie Brown TD catch. Trent Cole returned an Eli Manning pick for a 19-yard TD just 10 seconds later. On the basketball court, the Troy Trojans playing at home for the first time since November 25th. Trojans hosting Florida International. They fell by 13, but slowly started chipping away. There is no shot Boo Ramsey can't make. Check out how long these 3-pointers are. He can fill it up. Troy up by 2 with a minute to play. FIU misses not once, not twice, not 3 times, 4 times. Finally, the 5th time is a charm. Golden Panthers tie the game at 64. 5 seconds to go. FIU with the ball. Alex Galindo drains the 3. 1.7 on the clock. Troy's last second chance was stolen away. 67-64 the final. Troy now 0-2 to start out in conference play. Time for the big buck of the week. This is Coleman with his buck that was taken in Elmore County. If you have a big buck picture, upload it on our website, WSFA.com. Just go to the sports section, click on the big buck icon, and maybe your picture will be featured on WSFA 12 News, just like Coleman there. Finally, before the bowl season gets going, we're going to bowl you over with the Sunday night lowlights. Here's Jeff Shear with SNL.
The lowlights are rocking around the Christmas tree. We're going to find out who's been naughty and who's been nice. Speaking of naughty, you're not allowed to play defense until after you've checked into the game.
Trying to give her some instructions.
Watch how this goalie communicates with the referee. Another half-court hero. This guy wins a new car.
He heads it on for midcourt. Hello.
And finally, before we split until next time, check out our play of the week. You may have heard of a hockey player being checked into the glass. And this guy really gets checked into the glass. I'm Jeff Shear. These are the Sunday Night Lowlights.
That guy's just waiting around for somebody to come and free him.
And how about that guy doing the splits?
Who is that guy?
I don't know.
He was on the floor.
If I tried to do the splits, never get back up.
No. And we didn't really want to see him do the splits, really. Thanks, Derek.
Sure.
Another edition of Law Call is coming up, and we'll check in with a local Christmas tree seller with just 7 days to go before the holiday. Stick around.
Whenever and wherever news breaks, trust the leadership and experience of WSFA 12 News. When it's happening in your hometown, across Alabama, the nation, and the world, trust WSFA 12 News and WSFA.com. When severe weather threatens, trust WSFA 12 News to have it first and keep you safe. The team and the technology to protect your family. Doppler 12 Storm Vision, only on WSFA 12 News and live on WSFA.com.
WSFA, in partnership with the Oaks Plantation, presents Today in Alabama's Dream Wedding. Help plan one lucky couple's dream wedding. From the cake to the flowers and everything in between. You can help decide by watching Today in Alabama and voting on WSFA.com. If you're engaged and are interested in being chosen as our dream couple, send in a video by January 5th and visit WSFA.com to learn how you can participate in Today in Alabama's Dream Wedding.
Thanks, Mom. Don't take the drumstick. Don't take the drumstick. Another drumstick? Magic bucket.
Pick up a bucket of the Colonel's Drumsticks and Thighs, the juiciest, most flavorful chicken. Now 7 pieces are only $4.99. Or get a 14-piece Drumsticks and Thighs bucket for just $9.99. Get more flavor to savor at KFC.
Now here's something that's really better.
Use your Winn-Dixie customer reward card between December 6th and December 31st.
And you can get free groceries. Like 300 points and get $10 in free groceries. 500 points and get $20 in free groceries. 700 points and get $30 in free groceries. Free groceries from Winn-Dixie. It just keeps getting better and better.
Got legal questions? Another live edition of Law Call is coming up after the news. Host Kim Wanis is here now with tonight's topic. Kim?
Well, Mark, tonight, one of the more contentious aspects of divorce. Parents use it against each other. It can even lead to violence. We're talking about child custody. Law Call's Chief Counsel Alan Woodard is here to take your calls tonight, and tonight's subject, Alan, can be very emotional.
Yes, Kim, you're so right. Tough cases, tough situations. We'll take you behind the scenes and let you know what lawyers really think about child custody tonight.
So if you've got a question on this issue, call us right now. The number is 334-420-WSFA. Mark, we are coming up next.
All right, see you then. Thank you. The warmer than normal temperatures haven't made for real Christmas-like conditions, but the holiday is only 7 days away now. And even without the brisk weather, Christmas tree farms are reporting brisk business. They say things slacked off for a while, mainly because Thanksgiving came earlier this year, making for a longer selling season. But with the big day just a week away, sales are back at normal levels. If you haven't gotten your tree, a number of stands are set up around Montgomery, including this one on Vaughn Road. Meteorologist Dan Atkinson with us now with a look at wake-up weather.
And wake-up weather, Mark, we'll find temperature at 7 a.m. around about 50 degrees. Look for some patchy, dense fog here and there. and mostly sunny after the fog burns off. So another dry day, but we have some showers coming up along about Thursday night.
All right, we'll be ready for that. Thank you, Dan. That's WSFA 12 News for tonight. We appreciate your being with us. Law Call is coming up next. And remember, for news that's always on, just log on to WSFA.com. Have a good week.
From WSFA 12, your legal questions answered. This is Law Call.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to another edition of Law Call. I'm Kim Wanis, and we're glad you're staying up with us tonight. Few topics.